Councillor of Mississauga, Pat Saito. Just going to say a few words about Pat. She was first elected to council in the city of Mississauga in 1991, and in 1991 most of Mississauga was a big piece of farmland. Pat's worked 5 years as a public affairs officer for the city. She has a long history of community involvement in Ward 9. This is Ward 9 where this theatre is located. She volunteered for numerous hours on the executive of the Meadowville Residents Association and was a volunteer editor and publisher of the Meadowville World newspaper and served on many community committees. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome onto the stage Mrs. Pat Saito.
Wow, you made me feel very old when you said 1991 it was farmland. Thank you. That was 23 years ago. I can't see anyone out here, so pretend I'm looking at you, because I am pretending I'm looking at you. It's a real pleasure for me to be here this evening to not only celebrate the end of your academic career at CDI, but more importantly, to celebrate the start of your new career in your chosen field. And I also want to welcome you to our wonderful Meadowvale Theatre. As you heard, it is an award that I represent, and I've been sitting on the board of the Meadowvale Theatre for over 23 years, first as a volunteer and then as councillor. And I am so proud of this facility, and I hope for those of you who have never been here before that you will take the opportunity, and I have to put a plug in, you see, for all of the performances. They will take an opportunity to come back and enjoy a performance here at our local theatre. I can assure you we have some wonderful talent right here in the city of Mississauga. It's very nice to see a graduating class that, not that I can actually see you, but I did when I was sitting down there, that represents many different age groups in our community. It really goes to show that a college education is not just for students fresh out of high school. And I know that for many of you this is a second career, and perhaps for some it's a third career or more. For those of you that have gone back to school, I really applaud you for taking these steps to improve your job options for the future. And I know personally how hard it is to start a new career at any age in your life. I started out my career, I won't tell you how long ago, but Mississauga was more than farmlands back then. But I started my career as a special education teacher. And then I took time off to have my family, and I was lucky I was able to stay at home. And I started my second career when I was 40 years old. And at that time I joined the city of Mississauga as a public affairs officer in communications. And I had absolutely no formal training in marketing or communications, but I had been doing a lot of volunteer work, and I had a degree, university degree in English and psychology, so that kind of helped me a little bit. Okay. And I stayed in that career for 5 years. And then, about 5 years later, I embarked on my third career. And that's the one that I have today. I decided to run for public office. And I can tell you that was never, ever in my wildest dreams, was never in my game plan to become a politician. Just something I never, ever would have thought of. But what it showed me is that for my second career, job opportunity came up. And someone said to me, if you don't grab it now, this is the time. You have to take the chance and you have to go for it. And because I took that chance on that second career, it opened up the door for me to take the chance on my third career, and I've been doing that for 23 years. And I think this will be my last career, but I never regretted having taken the plunge and gone for it. So I really want to encourage those of you that are making that change in your life that it can be so, so rewarding. You know, you are facing endless possibilities ahead of you as you graduate here this evening. But you also have a lot of challenges. It's a tough job market out there, but there are opportunities. And you are facing them with a very solid education behind you. And that makes you more than ready to face the future. The business, technology, and healthcare sectors are major employers in our city. Right here in Mississauga, we have 682 finance, real estate, and insurance businesses. We have 494 that are involved in technology. And we have 286 life science businesses, companies, and that include healthcare services. These are the fields mainly that you have been training in. They employ a total of over 84,000 people, so there are numerous options for you to pursue. In addition, many of the other 59,000 businesses here in Mississauga provide employment also in the areas that you have studied. Now, while the opportunities for employment are here today in Mississauga, you must remember that these are sectors that constantly evolve, and future and current employees must remain up to date in your education and your skill training. Employers have a choice. They look for graduates that are knowledgeable and possess the right skill set in that field. The advantage that you have as CDI graduates is that your college maintains close ties with these sectors, and they ensure that your curriculum remains up to date and that the industry needs are being met. Your graduating class represents a very valuable asset to our economic development in Mississauga as well. You are a skilled and well-trained workforce. You are what makes Mississauga an attractive place for companies to establish and grow their businesses. The economic development of our city is a priority for our council. And as we meet with businesses to encourage them to locate in our city, one of the key assets that we do speak about is that talented workforce. In addition, when I meet with businesses that are already established here in Ward 9, the area I represent, and I ask them what keeps them here in Mississauga, I always hear the same thing. And it's not low taxes, although we do hear that. It's not convenience to highways, although we do hear that. But the key thing that they all say is access to skilled and educated employees. This is a direct result of people like you who have taken the steps necessary to become well-educated and skilled in specific fields. Now, while it's critical that you're able to present yourselves as having the skills to do the job, I want to encourage you also to use your time spent at CDI in general as an asset as you move forward in your chosen field. The fact that you have pursued this education and additional education, and that you have been successful, also shows that you have the ability to learn and to grow into other positions in any company. I always remember many years ago, I won't say how many, when I was a student at university and I was looking for a summer job. And even back then, summer jobs were really hard to find. And as I said, I'd majored in English literature and psychology, and it's not really a field that lent itself to a vast array of opportunities. But that summer, really needing a job, I applied at IBM. I knew absolutely nothing about computers. I went for my interview, did the testing, and in the interview I was very honest why I applied. I said, I know nothing about computers, but I need a summer job. So, someone told me to come and apply, and I did. The interviewer's response was something that has really stayed with me for years. He said that while they look for people with the exact skills and training for a specific job, they also look for a person who has shown the ability to learn in general. Just the fact that I had several years of higher level education showed that I had the ability and I was therefore trainable. So as you celebrate your graduation this evening and take that next step in your lives, please remember to focus on all of the good things that you have learned from your education at CDI. Use your skills wisely and use your learning and your ability to learn to further yourselves in the future. And you have a wonderful opportunity to make that future shine. I know that your family and your friends are very proud of you this evening. You can tell by the smiles on their faces as you all walked in earlier tonight. And you should all be very proud. Each and every one of you should be very, very proud of what you have accomplished and what you are going to accomplish in your future. It is a great achievement that you're celebrating this evening. I want to wish you all the best and a wonderful, wonderful career and future, and congratulations to every single one of you. Thank you.